Here's to Magical Warfare 1.1.8. To start with, I made some changes to the sound effects in the add-on, especially to the entity, or specifically to the entities in the add-on, like the shifted entities. Then I have emitted sound effects when attacking, or when being hurt, or when dying. I just learned that you can do that using sounds that Jason. I didn't know, but now yeah, like entities in the add-on like Raid, the Warlock, yeah, other entities as well. But most importantly, we have the addition of a new magic type in the add-on, and it's Earth Magic. This magic is focusing on defense and keeping you alive most of the time. Its passive is having resistance level 2 that is always active. And for the basic attack, we have Rise, which will summon rock pillars, a maximum of 3 rock pillars within 10 block radius. It will propel entities onto the air using the rock pillars that we summon. And they will die basically most of the time through fall damage, but the rock pillars also does 10 damage, so it's strong even though without fall damage. And skill 1 is Crushing Trap, which sets 5 blocks around you, specifically these 5 blocks around you, onto some coarse dirt, but it's actually a trap, and where enemies step, they will be wrapped or encased in stones and rocks, and we pull down and will be suffocated down there. As you can see, yep. And once stepped on, they will just turn into regular dirt blocks. And these has time limits. If no one steps on this after a long time, it will deactivate and will return into a dirt block. And for skill 2, we have here Fortify. In this case, you're the one who's being encased in rocks, and entities approaching the rocks will take damage, just as you can see. While you're inside the rock, you cannot leave, you will be teleported back to the rock and trapped in it. You cannot move, yes, but upper hand is you are immortal and invulnerable when you're at this state, and you can deactivate it anytime you want, so this lasts as long as you want until you activate the skill again and blast the rocks away. And the rocks, as they're blasted, will deal damage to entities hit by it. For the skill 3, we have Rock Golems. Of course, as skill suggests, you will just summon Rock Golems that will protect you. Of course, and they will despawn after a certain amount of time. They're strong, but they're slow, but they're really good for protecting you, so just stay close to them. And for the ultimate, lastly, we have Vehement Tremor. This one also gives you invulnerability and will summon rock pillars around enemies within 15 block radius. You are invulnerable for as long as the duration of the skill. But downside is you also cannot move. Which one jump? Yes, and that's it for 5 skills in the Earth Magic. Now let's move on. A new addition of new entities. We have Rock Golem and the Ice Cube. These new entities are tameable. First, the Ice Cube, which can be found in their nests, in any ice or frozen biomes, and tameable using snowballs. No, don't turn. There. They will also attack any hostile entities. And for some sort of reason, hostile entities does not recognize them as a threat and will keep chasing after you. Only for Ice Cube. And next, we have Rock Golem, which is tameable using mushrooms too. You'll need a lot of mushrooms to use them. Just like this one. Let me just... Hey man, look how cute it is. Finally, now this guy is tamed, and you can make the Rock Golem sit Good thing is, you don't need to heal this guy much, because it heals by itself. I'll take rest for a while if it takes damage, and it will return to full health once it finishes resting. But it will prioritize attacking enemies other than healing, so you have to keep in mind that you also need to keep away from way too many mobs, because yes, as you can see, it only healed and rested after it eliminated both shifted zombies, although it sustained a lot of damage. So I also added an extra skill. It's Earth's Fortress and needs 48 mana to 82 mana to be used. This was supposed to be the third skill of Earth Magic, but I realized it was way too powerful and destructive because it levels the whole land and area when it does so. So it can destroy any building at once. And this can be obtained, of course, here in the Nether dungeon raid, and has a 0.02% chance of being dropped inside the barrel. But it's so powerful and it can only be used once, so I guess there's a shortage.